today we will be talking about a little something different today. And don't mind my hair. I know that it's all over the place, but I just got finished washing it. And before I get it all dyed and fried and laid to the side, this is the best I could do. So, as you know by the title, I know you're confused and like, what is this girl talking about? But I figure that I will come to you guys with something a little more serious today, and just give you some advice, some input about what people go through in their life. This stuff is very real. People go through it. Hopefully you won't go through it, but people do go through it. Okay, so today I want to talk about life before and after prison, and the do's and don'ts, and then I'm going to tell you my story about when I went to prison. That's brilliant, y'all. So today, first, I wrote some notes down. So we want to talk about before prison. The things, if you've never been to prison, you don't want to go. That's first and foremost. I'll tell you from experience, guys, you don't want to go. So before prison, to ensure that you don't go to prison, I just came up with 5 simple, very simple things. It's not hard. I promise you it's not hard. It's not hard at all that you can do to keep yourself out of trouble. So first thing is surround yourself with positive people. Make sure your surroundings, you're in, you know how they can say wrong place, wrong time? That is very true, guys. You could get caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time and be sitting somewhere looking crazy, and you did nothing wrong. So, number 1, surround yourself with positive people and things. People who are going somewhere in life. People who love you. I'm going to tell you this. If you're grown, if you're growing, whatever. Throughout your life, if you see that people are not for you, you run from them. Don't stick around in competition thinking you can change these people. It could be family member, friend, foe, boyfriend. It doesn't matter. You leave those people alone. You get them out your life. Number 2, guys. I know that was a little dramatic, but whatever. Don't get caught up in the bad side of life, like money, drugs, or sex. Don't let these things define you. Growing, it doesn't matter. We have to speak real stuff here, because this is stuff that you cannot get around in life. Do not let those things define you. If you do them, I encourage you to stop doing them. But if you're doing them, I used to do them as well. Just know that don't ever let that stuff take control of you. You take control of it. Okay? If you're going through something, I understand that. But I strongly suggest with before prison and after prison life that you get you a strong relationship with God, and you just find some peace somewhere. Okay? Number 3. Stay in school. If you're in school, like you're growing, stay in school. If you are grown and you finish school, make sure you keep yourself busy. Stay in school, keep yourself busy. When you're old enough, work. Set goals for yourself. Dream. It's either work or go to school. Work or go to school. Find hobbies that you interested in. Whether you want to do the 9 to 5 or you want to be an entrepreneur, it does not matter. Whatever you do it. Do your best. Work hard at it and never give up on it. Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself, your mind off these things, because as humans, and this is some real stuff, as humans, every day we fight with the flesh. Every day we fight with the flesh, and every day we fight with our mind just trying to constantly drag us into some bullcrap. Don't let that happen. Get you a strong relationship with God. It's the only way, okay? Number 4. Listen to people who have your best interests at heart. It could be your grandma, your grandfather, your parents. Maybe your auntie raised you. Maybe you have a friend, a coach, whatever the case may be. Don't be so stubborn and rebellious against people who are trying to tell you something good for your own good. Listen to those people. Take their advice. Take their advice and leave everything else. Take their advice. Stick around people who have your best interests at heart. Number 5, always remember and always keep in mind, from a youngin' to an older woman or man, always take pride in your future. Always take your future serious and know that it is important. This will help you stay out of trouble, because if you take pride and dignity in your future, you wouldn't want to mess it up, like get records or get stuff on your records that might hinder you from doing your dream job. You're not going to want to do that. So that's very important. Okay, so let's talk about life after prison. I'm going to say this, okay? If you have done time in jail, I don't care how long it is, from 1 hour to 1 year to years, whatever. If you have came out of jail and you are still living foul, I have 2 words for you. Get out. Okay? Get out. Don't do that. That is the number 1 no, because all that will do is land you right back in jail. Don't do it. Okay? Get your life right. Get your mind right. Okay? So let's start with number 1. When you're first coming home from jail, the last thing you want to do is go surround yourself with the same people in the same neighborhood, with the same crowd, doing the same foolishness, doing the same BS. Don't do that. That's a no-no. Okay? That will get you caught up. I have seen people come home from jail that day, go back into that same environment, and something happened and they back in jail the next day. Don't do that. That's a no-no. Number 2, take advantages of the programs that they have for you. Especially if you have done a long time in jail, they offer you programs. They go over it with you in the jail. I know. Not only have I been, but I've also dealt with guys who have been, and I've been to those programs. I know about those programs. Take advantage of the programs. They are here to help you. Sometimes I feel like ex-cons or fellas can get jobs quicker than, regular people. Number 3, find work as soon as possible, because what you're gonna want to do is keep yourself busy. And like I said, you'd be surprised how easy it is for a person coming home to find work. Your local career centers, whatever state you're in, I'm sure they have career centers. Go to those career centers. Some of them will pay for your ID, your social security card, all that good stuff. And take advantage of those programs. Let those people help you, get you a sponsor, get you whatever you need to do to keep yourself out of prison. Number 4, find a support system. If you don't have one, once again, join the groups that they have offered for you. Even for like if you're addicted to drugs and you're trying to get clean, join those support groups. That is very important, because when you hear other people's story and you surround yourself with other people who's trying to get clean and wants to get clean, and they have been clean and they want to do better in life, and they don't have no intentions of going back, those people can encourage you. Whether it's you just came home from jail, or you're addicted to drugs, or you was addicted to drugs, those people can encourage you. Being around people who don't do it, don't go around it. If you know that you're weak in some areas, don't go around it. Don't surround yourself with it, okay? Number 5, take it one day at a time. Don't beat yourself up. Exercise regularly, because it always helps with stress and getting those toxins out your system. Detox. One day at a time is very important. Even if you're just dealing with stress, recovery from a surgery, whatever the case may be. Taking it one day at a time is very, 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 very important, because when you start to think too far ahead, those thoughts will it's too much to overcrowd your mind when you're trying to build up your sobriety and all that good stuff. It's too much. Don't worry about tomorrow. Leave that up to God. Have your faith in God. Get your strong relationship with God. I can't stress that enough. Find you some peace in whatever it is. Whatever it is. Play with your children. Go visit your children more. Find you a church home. Find you friends that can upgrade you, can support you, can help you. Go eat. Go take a culinary class. Cooking class. Go do pottery, write poems, whatever it is that you're good at. Do that. So don't put too much on yourself when you're dealing with these type of situations. Believe in yourself is the number one thing. As long as you believe that you can do it, you will do it. Take pride in yourself, knowing that you will get over it. Tell yourself that every day, I will get over it. I will overcome it. I will. Through the goodness and gracious of God and my hard work, I will overcome this. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about an hour. Leave it to God and trust that He will take care of you. Okay? Don't give up on yourself. Don't listen to the haters. People going to have something to say, whether you're clean, you're a lawyer, you're an ex-con, you're a drug addict, you're the president, you're Jesus Christ. They're going to have something to say. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Trust me. Don't worry about that. Before I get into my story, I just want you guys, I just want to be able to encourage someone on this video today, and I want to be able to uplift someone, and I want to be able to keep someone out of trouble, because I done been through it all, okay? So, I'm going to tell you my time when I went to prison, jail, whatever the case may be. It wasn't fun, okay? It was not fun. I was with this guy, and his cousin had a car, and he told us that we could hold the car to go to the movies that night, because I didn't have a car back then. So I takes the car to the store. I'm like, let me hold the car so I go to the store, get a couple things. So I'm driving to the store. I got the agent in the back. I'm driving to the store, and guys, let me tell you how 4 SUVs blocked me in from each side. And mind you, I was at a red light when it happened. So I was looking down doing something. So you know how you go to look up, you hit the gas. I could not move nowhere. I'm like, what? When I looked up, I was so confused. I was so like, what is going on? So the task force investigator got out the car, and he's talking to me, and he could honestly see that I was so confused about what was going on, So he was like, read the back of his jacket, and it said stolen something, task force, whatever. So basically, the car that he gave us was stolen. So they locked me up. My aunt comes to get Deasia. I'm terrified, but I'm keeping it calm, because I'm like, I don't know, I know I didn't do anything wrong. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I know God got me. I know I ain't do nothing wrong. Whatever is going on, we're going to get to the bottom of it. So I spend not 1, not 2, yes, guys, but 3. Okay. 3 days in jail. It was the worst experience I have ever experienced in my life. It was dirty. The food was horrible. People were throwing up, taking dumps. Guys, it was the worst time of my life. And that was just downstairs in the booking holding area. So I had just got my hair slayed. So it was wrapped up, and I had to go in there, get fingerprinted, take my pictures, yada, yada, yada. When I moved upstairs, I had to change out of my clothes into the orange jumpsuit, take me a shower, all that good stuff. So I'm in there, and I'm just like, what is about to happen? What is going on? So I go see the commissioner, and I get a bail. So I'm trying to call my dad. I didn't call nobody at this moment, because I think I called somebody. I think I called the guy I was with. So I called him. I called my dad. I called a couple people. And this was before I went upstairs. Okay, so I get upstairs, and by day 2, I'm panicking, because I'm like, why am I still here? I'm getting claustrophobic. I'm like, these walls feel like they about to close in on me. I did not go to sleep. I did not eat. I did not do. Oh, I ate that bologna sandwich. That sweaty bologna sandwich. It made my stomach hurt so bad. I didn't eat nothing else. I just had the workers give me extra cookies and juice and little stuff because I was cute, you know. They wanted to give me little stuff. So that was that. And then thank God that the warden of the jail was my family member. Gotta have connections. And he pulled me out and he took me in his office and I called my dad. And my dad was really worried about me and he bailed me out. I had to go to court 4 months after that. Mind you, I was pregnant with Brandon, but I did not know I was pregnant with Brandon. I found out I was pregnant with Brandon when I came home from the 3 days. So I'm going to court for 4 months to prove my innocence. I'm sick. Mind you, when I get pregnant, guys, I am sick as a dog. I'm talking about I'm sick. I missed one of my court dates, and thank God that the judge knew I was pregnant, knew I was sick. She was like, okay, we're going to excuse that. So I'm going back and forth to court 4 months straight. I'm sick as a dog. They show me pictures of the people who could have done it. Now, mind you, I knew who was responsible, but I ain't no snitch. So I was like, no, I don't really know these people. I put it in God's hands that God will put this and me to justice without me even having to tattle on nobody. So I was like, no, I don't know him. And plus I was already home, so I was like, no, I don't know him. Y'all, God is so good that I didn't have no money for lawyer fees, nothing. God is so good that the state came to me like, we hired you a lawyer and they're going to investigate this situation. That lawyer found out and did her investigation. Shout out to her. She did her investigation. She found out who was responsible, and they left me alone and they went and picked up. It was 3 people. I'm not going to get into the depths of what was going on, but it was 3 people who was responsible for that stolen car, and they end up doing the time, and my case was thrown out. I was scot-free. And it just goes to show you again why I stress so much that you have to be on God's side, because God can get you out of those type of situations and you don't have to do anything. Just trust in him. God was on my side, guys, and I truly cannot thank him enough to this day when I think about it, because I had my baby. The age was only about 3, 4. I was pregnant with my second baby, and life could have really flipped upside down for me dramatically overnight. So I was so grateful for that. And I can tell you one thing, after that experience, it really straightened my butt up. I did not want to do anything wrong or risk, like the thought of being in jail without my children was terrifying. It was the worst feeling I could ever feel in life. It was worse than any labor pain I could ever go through, any morning sickness, anything. Any cut, bruise, any pain, any stomach ache. It was the worst feeling I've ever felt in life. And I can tell you one thing, it straightened my butt up. I didn't do anything wrong after that. I don't care what was going on in my life. I made sure that it didn't end me back up in there. Okay, guys? So I hope that my story has impacted a lot of you to just do the right thing. It's not hard. You're not going to do the right thing all the time, but don't do anything drastic that's going to change your life. Always have a good heart. No matter what you do, you're going to mess up. But as long as your heart is pure, God is always going to favor you. Okay, guys? So make sure you like, share, subscribe to this video. Comment down below. Give me your thoughts on it. I would love, 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 love to know your thoughts. Give me any experiences that you might have had. Anything in your life that straightened your butt up. And whatever the case may be. I love you guys so much. Always remember to keep God first. That is the most and very important thing in life that you can ever do. And just learn from your lessons and do the right thing, guys. Please learn from your lessons. Always carry around a very positive attitude. Okay, so that is it for this story time. If I come up with anything else that I want to share with you guys, I will definitely share with you guys. Until then, I love you guys so much.